I have been reverting back to masking in my personal life. It's like you have completely shut off all emotion and memory within yourself, and you are just in this physical life acting and performing in a way that you have learnt to be socially acceptable, and this is the type of behavior that you are used to. You know the exchanges you're going to receive, and I know it's really hard to be authentically yourself. It feels really weird. Yesterday I was given an opportunity to be authentic, and it was the weirdest feeling ever. Today I woke up like I feel so exposed. I rarely get those instances where I feel truly connected within myself with other people. I had just started to be authentic within myself by myself. Doing that in front of another human being was so weird. Remembered who I was for a moment. I was like, whoa, you were lost in the social world on this physical earth for a while, but let's connect back to the emotional, spiritual side. And I think the reason why I suppress that is because I feel that the way that I speak or the way that I am is way too much. If I were to be authentically myself all the time, I think that people in my life will be like, what the hell? Because I'm an extremely deep person. Like, I cannot look at anything and not peel back the layers. It must be really exhausting talking to me. I kind of mimic these interactions that I know that are going to make people the most comfortable, and then I neglect myself for a while. When I finally connect with myself again, it's really scary. Like, I'm sitting here with myself, fully authentic, fully me, and I always hide her away. I hide her away because I'm afraid of like social isolation or judgment. I had so much fear being myself because I thought that it was weird or it wasn't good. I don't know why I thought that. It could be a number of reasons. I mean, not having acceptance growing up, it could be like just like an internal feeling. There are times that like I don't feel like accepted to exist. Like even now, even yesterday, last week, just all together. I don't know if it's like the perfect storm of emotions that I'm having plus life circumstances, but I have always felt that way. Like I don't have permission to be, to talk, to speak, to exist. I feel so uncomfortable in my own body. There are times where I feel very, very confident and calm and collected. And there are times like right now where I feel very critical with the way that I speak, very critical with the way that I look, with the way that I portray myself, with how I treat my relationships, how I decide to live my life. I feel very critical. Those feelings don't come from me. They come from this idea that I am being perceived that way. I know we can like psychoanalyze it, and I know that a majority of this feeling is learned behavior, learned emotions. I mean, I went through high school bullying, and I would say that was maybe the first or second most prominent time in my life where I have been forced to conform in a way that wasn't true to who I am. And maybe because that time was a stage of development, so I have internalized it and maybe have taken it with me to my adulthood. But I have not been unaccepted, or maybe here and there, like as every human has, for a very, very long time. So, and it also just goes to show that it's really hard to change behavior, like change thought processes, even though you can see in your physical reality, like this is not happening to you anymore. You are not being criticized. You are not being shunned and ostracized and bullied. If anything, people want to get close to you as much as possible. And you are still holding on this feeling that was given to you when it hasn't happened in a long time. Yes, that happened through high school, but then that also happened after high school. Because I carried that attitude with me, I think I allowed people to treat me the same way that other people treated me during school, because I was still that same girl. So I would get basically that same mean girl treatment at work. And now I have completely grown up from that, in a sense that even though it kills me and it hurts me, I will stick up for myself, because it is really hard to stick up for yourself. For me, it's the scariest thing ever. I know some people that are very, very comfortable sticking up for themselves, but I get really shaky. I get really emotional. It's very, very hard for me. Why am I nervous? Like, why am I nervous sitting here and speaking, and what am I afraid of people seeing? Going to probably edit this and upload it, but I'm just going to be surface level for a couple hours, maybe watch a show and like just not be too much in my head, because I think I deserve that. I hope that makes sense. And if it doesn't, I am sorry.